أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم رب اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقه قولي ربنا زدنا علما اللهم فقهنا في الدين آمين. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. يا أهل القرآن, I hope and pray that you all are in the best state of health and Iman. Ameen. So today inshallah let's learn ayah number 13 and 14 of Surah Al-Mulk. First I'll recite this, after that inshallah let's look into Tajweed rulings. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم وأسروا قولكم أو اجهروا به إنه عليم بذات الصدور ألا يعلم من خلق وهو اللطيف الخبير. Okay, Alhamdulillah, we have completed reciting. So now inshallah let's look into Tajweed rulings. Ayah number 13. وَأَسِرُّوا قَوْلَكُمْ أَوِ اجْهَرُوا بِهِ. وَأَسِرُّوا, ra has tajdeed, you will have to emphasize it, and it has dhamma followed by waw sakin, that is why it is huruf al-mad, maddu tabi'i. Stretch it for 2 counts inshallah. Ra should be heavy as it has dhamma on it, and this alif is not read, it is a silent alif. Okay, wa asirru qawlakum. Qaw, waw sakin here is waw leen. Okay, that is why the sound of qaf should be aw, not o. It is not qawlakum, it is qawlakum. Fine, qawlakum. Mim sakin without any gunna, just pronounce it clearly. Izhar al-shafawi. Qawlakum awajharu bih. Waw is now connected to jeem of this word ijharu, and this jeem is pronounced with qalqala. Awajharu, bounce the sound of jeem. Okay, awajharu. Ra is heavy as it has dhamma on it, followed by waw sakin, so stretch it for 2 count. Maddu tabi'i, this alif is extra alif, it will not be read. This hamzatul wasl is also not read. Awajharu bih. This word is bihi, standing kasra will convert to sakin during waqf, right? And so while stopping we will recite this ha. Don't forget to read this. Don't recite it like awajharu bi. It is not be awajharu bih, bih. In this way you have to stop. You have to do waqf here by adding sakin to this ha. This is waqf al-mutlaq, yani better to stop, absolute stopping. Alhamdulillah. وَأَسِرُّوا قَوْلَكُمْ أَوِ اجْهَرُوا بِهِ إِنَّهُ عَلِيمٌ بِذَاتِ الصُّدُورِ. Innahu, noon mushaddad, 2 count gunna. When there is tajdeed on noon and mim, then the gunna becomes compulsory, because it means there are 2 noon there, right? And so we cannot remove 1 noon from there. That is why we have to do gunna for 2 count. 2 count is not compulsory. If you do it for 1 count, that will become lahn al-khafi, not lahn al-jali. But you just completely remove the gunna, then that becomes lahn al-jali. Okay, innahu, ha stretched for 2 count. Innahu alimun, ain clear from middle part of your throat. Okay, it should not sound alimun. The meaning of this alimun means all knowing, the one who knows everything, one who has knowledge. But if you say alimun, that means painful. Just by removing this ain and adding hamza, this word will convert to painful. Okay, now it is something related to knowledge, but if you add hamza there, it will become painful. So make sure not to change this letter. It is not alimun, it is alimun. Okay, Innahu alimun. Stretch lam for two haraka. This is ya sakin, which is ya mad. Okay. Tanween is followed by letter ba. When noon sakin and tanween is followed by letter ba, the noon sakin and tanween gets converted into meme. This ruling is called as iqlab. Iqlab means to convert or to change. So now we will not recite it alimun, not noon, but we will recite alimum, that is meme, with two count gunna. Okay. Alimun bidhati dal with no buzzing sound. It should not sound like bizati. It's completely wrong. Bidhati the. Okay, and stretch it for two haraka. There is alif mad. Bidhati. Ta is now connected to sod of word as-sudur. Sod must be heavy. It is a heavy letter. If you convert it to sin, then there will be lehn al-jali. Okay. This dal has dhamma followed by waw sakin, or ra with kasra will be converted into sakina, that is temporary sukoon will be added to it. We are doing work and the letter before this ra sakina is huruf al mad, so we can apply the ruling of madul arid li sukoon by stretching huruf al mad either for 2 count or 4 count or 6 count, inshallah. Okay. وأسروا قولكم أو اجهروا به إنه عليم بذات الصدور. Ra sakin is heavy here as it has sakin before it and the letter before that sakin letter is dhamma. So this ra sakin is heavy. Sudur. It should be heavy, not sudur. Okay. Inshallah. Now let's see the next ayah. ألا يعلم من خلق وهو اللطيف الخبير. ألا, lam is stretched for two haraka. Whenever you find this lam alif separately in this way, that means there is something which is said no. Okay, if you remove this alif mad and you just say ala, then that becomes wrong. Okay, it is ala ya'lamu. Ala, lam must be stretched for two haraka. Don't make it one count. Ala ya'lamu. Ain is clear. Sometimes I see sister either converting this ain to hamza or completely removing it. In both the cases it's wrong. It is not ya'lamu because it is not hamza, and it is not ya'lamu. This word has one root word, that is ain, lam and meme. If you just remove this ain, the meaning of the word just becomes meaningless. Okay. Ya'lamu. Man, noon sakin, is followed by kha and therefore will not do any gunna. We'll apply the ruling of izhar. When noon sakin and tanween is followed by the throat letters, we don't do gunna on noon sakin and tanween, right? Just pronounce it clearly. Man khalaq. Okay, it should not sound like man khalaq. This is wrong. Fine. Man khalaq. Kha and qaf both are heavy, but lam is light. Don't make that heavy. Okay, especially when one light letter has a heavy letter before and after it, there is a possibility that we make that light letter heavy, but you should not do so. Okay, kha and qaf must be heavy because that is a permanent quality of letter kha and qaf to be heavy. Isti'ala. Fine, make it heavy. Khalaqa. Fine, here there is a sign of waqf al mutlaq, that is absolute stopping. If you stop, this qaf will acquire a sakin. So qaf with sakin is pronounced with qalqala. It is not khalaq, it is khalaq. The sound should be bounced. Fine. Khalaq. And no madul arid sukun will be applied here. Two conditions of madul arid sukun is being fulfilled. That is, we are doing waqf and converting last letter into sakin, but before that there is no huruf al mad or madul asli, right? And so we cannot stretch it. Just recite khalaq. Wa huwa. All the letters for 1 haraka. I have seen sisters, especially in this word, reciting wahuwa. This is wrong. Wahuwa. All the letters with 1 haraka each. Wahuwa. This waw is now connected to lam of the word al-latifu. This Hamzatul Wasl and Lam Shamsiya is not read. Wahuwal Latifu. Ta must be heavy. I've seen sisters pronouncing ta heavy, but by including letter waw in it, like tuwi. This is wrong. You just have to do isti'ala. Practice it well. Doing isti'ala means to raise the back portion of your tongue towards the upper roof. Okay, you should not touch it, but you'll have to raise it. That creates a narrowness in your mouth, which will sound that is these huruf al musta'aliya will sound heavily automatically. Okay, so how to pronounce it? Twi, twi. Okay, it is not ti, it is twi. If you say ti, then it will convert to ta, and the meaning of this word will just become meaningless. Okay, wa huwa latifu, latifu. Stretch it for two haraka, ya maddiya. Fa is now connected to lam. وهو اللطيف الخبير. Hamzatul Wasl is not read. Lam al Qamariya is read. And don't do qalqala here. I've seen sisters doing qalqala on lam. Don't do that, okay? Al-Latiful Khabir. Kha is heavy. Ra at the end will convert to Sakin during waqf. It has huruf al-mad before it, and so we can apply the ruling of madul arid lisukun by stretching huruf al-mad either for 2 count or 4 count or 6 count, inshallah, and this ra sakin will be light. ألا يعلم من خلق وهو اللطيف الخبير. Alhamdulillah, we have completed learning these 2 ayahs. So now we'll practice this. Actually, I'm suffering from sore throat. I'm not able to speak. That is why I'm reciting it very slowly in a low voice. So inshallah, let's practice in a low voice only. I'm really sorry if you're not able to hear what I'm reciting. I'm not able to speak actually. Maybe it is tonsils or sore throat. From morning, I'm just having a lot of pain in throat. So inshallah, let's begin. Unmute your mics. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. 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 وأسروا قولكم أو اجهروا به. وأسروا قولكم أو اجهروا به. It is not bihi, we'll say bih, bih. Okay. وأسروا قولكم أو اجهروا به. وأسروا قولكم أو اجهروا به. إنه عليم بذات الصدور. إنه عليم بذات الصدور. إنه عليم بذات الصدور. ألا يعلم من خلق. وهو اللطيف الخبير. وهو اللطيف الخبير. ألا يعلم من خلق. ألا يعلم من خلق. وهو اللطيف الخبير. وهو اللطيف وأسروا قولكم أو اجهروا به
وأسروا قولكم واجهروا به
إنه عليم بذات الصدور
إنه عليم بذات الصدور
ألا يعلم من خلق
ألا يعلم من خلق
وهو اللطيف الخبير
وهو اللطيف الخبير
وأسروا قولكم أو اجهروا به
وأسروا قولكم
إنه عليم بذات الصدور
إنه عليم بذات الصدور
ألا يعلم من خلق
ألا يعلم من خلق
وهو اللطيف الخبير
وهو اللطيف الخبير
وأسروا قولكم أو اجهروا به
وأسروا قولكم واجهروا به
وأسروا قولكم أو اجهروا به
وأسروا قولكم واجهروا به
إنه عليم بذات الصدور
إنه عليم بذات الصدور
إنه عليم بذات الصدور
إنه عليم بذات الصدور
ألا يعلم من خلق
ألا يعلم من خلق
ألا يعلم من خلق
ألا يعلم من خلق
وهو اللطيف الخبير
وهو اللطيف الخبير
وهو اللطيف الخبير
وهو اللطيف الخبير
Alhamdulillah, Barakamullah Feekum. So we have completed learning these 2 ayahs, recited correctly by practicing it for many times. Okay, inshallah. So inshallah, let's end the meeting. سبحان ربك رب العزة عما يصفون وسلام على المرسلين والحمد لله رب العالمين. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. جزاكم الله خيرا.
وعليكم السلام ورحمة الله وبركاته.
آمين. جزاك الله خير.